Some more walking for you today, Aidan.
Always more walking.
Where are we off to today with such vigour in our step? Hey?
Well, I know I'm at the Elgas.
Yes.
But now they've been renamed Katajula. Something like that.
Yes.
Something that you can't pronounce.
Yes, so we're off to have a look at them from the viewing platform to start with. Come along for the ride, guys. This is the first look that you'll get at Katajula if you stop at this viewing platform. This looms out of nowhere. Beautiful colours. Not bad, is it, Aidan?
No, pretty good.
Always impressive.
I don't think this was here the last time I came.
Oh, wasn't it? It's been here a little while now. Quite nice though. I don't know if you can see it, guys and girls, but this big rock in the middle, I've always thought it as well, and Aidan just said, oh, that one looks like a turtle.
Especially in the shadow there, you can kind of see the two flippers on the side.
Yeah.
Head of shadow.
Everything looks different depending on what time of the day you come. Just going to give you a little tip, everyone. If you're coming into Katajula, as you come in, there's a sunset viewing area. It's the only toilets here. So if you need to go to the loo, this is the place to stop. They are pit toilets. So if you're not going to come back to the sunset viewing area and you feel the need to do a bush wee out doing all the walks and things, which is totally understandable, just take your litter with you. There's no bins or anything here either. But this is your spot to stop, isn't it, Aidan?
Yep.
For your morning wee before you head off to do all the walks, which we're about to do. This is the drive in, everyone. We're heading in to do the Valley of the Winds walk first because that will be the hotter walk of the day. And after that we'll do the Walpa Gorge walk. Aidan's left me for dead today. Off we go. So I've always thought this one looks like a submarine. But you know, we all want to see things, don't we?
If it is, it's a bit beached.
There's definitely beach out here, eh? How you going there, Aidan?
Oh, still walking.
The walks across here at Katajula, everyone, are a little bit different to the one at Uluru. So the base walk at Uluru is quite sandy and easy, flat. The walks out here at Katajula are very rocky. So you really need good footwear and stuff on, don't you?
Yep. Not the most inclusive walks.
Oh, yes. But so you do need to be prepared for that. It's not quite the same as over at Uluru. A bit more like walking at home in the Flinders Ranges, as you can see. A bit of that. Hang on, I'm doing my Instagram posing. Is it like that? Or it's like this? Or is it like that? We're here at the Valley of the Winds at the first lookout. We're deciding whether we're going to go to the second lookout. As you can see, it's an absolutely magnificent day. Very little wind. It's actually probably only about 20 degrees. Feels like 25 to 30. Aidan's breaking a sweat there behind you. But it is absolutely worth just doing this first lookout if you can manage it. It wasn't very far to walk, but it is a bit rocky. Yeah, very different to Uluru. What do you think, Aidan?
Oh, it's interesting. Well, it's not the easiest walk.
No, because it's rocky. Yeah, you really need good shoes and think about what you're doing. So it means it's a lot longer with me because I have to actually stop to take my photos and talk to you guys. It's not one that you can do on the run. There's a little bird up there that's using that hole there as its nest. You probably won't be able to see it. Oh, there it is, see?
There's another one over there.
Yeah. absolutely lovely.
You can actually see the shadow on the rock in the far.
Yeah. You can. There's a lot of wildflowers out at the moment, everyone. They're quite stunning. Gives us something else to have an excuse to stop and look at. Aidan, is this the best part of the walk for you, darling?
Not quite. There's another 200 metres before we get to the car.
The best part of the walk is getting back to the car park. Nearly there. And then, you know, the tour guide here will let you have a lunch break before we head off to the next walk. How do you feel about that?
Well, we'll see where the tour bus driver takes you.
Yes, I'm a bit stuck, aren't I? Since I'm not actually driving the tour bus. So we've stopped for lunch. So I've just got to say, when you're coming out here, don't come out here expecting there to be a cafe. It doesn't happen. There is one at Uluru actually, but there's nothing at Kata-Tjuta. So if you're coming out here for the day, you need to be fully self-sufficient. Bring your food, bring your water. There is some rainwater. I don't think I'd be drinking it personally. And there's no barista-made coffee, folks. Unless you packed the coffee machine, did you, Aidan?
No.
Oh, we could have been making a fortune, couldn't we? Over there in the car park. It's really, really busy. So we're just sitting under some shade, as you can see, listening to the birdies. I'm hoping that a camel will come wandering out of the bush, but it hasn't happened yet. Aidan reckons they're like the koalas.
I've seen camels, but
There's signs, but we haven't seen them. We're onto the Walpa Gorge walk now. This is personally my favourite, but with these walks, there is a long, hot walk to get to the beginning of the walk. And it doesn't matter if you're getting to the walk or back to the car park. Those of you that have done it will know what I'm talking about. It's only 24 degrees at the moment, but when you're on this hot sand and rocks, it feels way warmer than that, doesn't it, Aidan?
yep.
Much warmer. If you want some idea of how big these walls are, just look for the people down the bottom of them. It gives you some perspective, because that's really often hard to see when you're watching this on TV. As you know, we try not to get other people in our videos too much, but when it's this busy, it's a bit difficult. But yeah, when you can see people in the distance, it does really give you an idea. What do you think this rock face here would be, Aidan? If Uluru's 348 metres.
Probably 200.
Yeah, probably a couple of 100 metres up to the top there. Whew. Okay, we're on to the Walpa Gorge walk now. And as I just said, it is actually one of my favourites of the area. You come down into this gorge in between these two massive walls of rock, which would have to be a couple of 100 metres each. It's absolutely stunning, and I'm quite excited because there's actually more water in here than what I've ever seen at the moment. So it's running along the base of the rock, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of green vegetation around, so you can imagine the animals that come here for the water source. And then as we get down to the end, we head into the gorge part. So I'm hoping that that's a real treat for you to have a look down there. We've lost our niece. She's off. She's off like a rocket, an Irish rocket. She's gone. She's absolutely loving it. She said it's a little bit warm today, but we're certainly loving showing her around, that's for sure. Do you like this one, Aidan?
Yes, I can't complain about this one.
Do you think
Too
it's...
much anyway. I'll get in trouble.
It's so nice in the shade, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
It's beautiful, and to just have the opportunity to see this water makes it feel like such an oasis out here.
And you get closer to the rock on this one than you did in the other one.
Yes, you're right in amongst it here. It's, you know, you're right in the gorge between these two huge rock faces, which we're getting to the end of now. And then you've got all this lush...
It's an easier walk actually because it's not loose.
Yes, that's true. It's not the loose rock. And then you're down in this lovely green oasis. Surprisingly, loads of people are in the car park, but I think they don't all get time to walk to the end, especially the tour buses. They just get such a short time. So there's only a handful of us at the end at the moment, so I'll leave it here and go and lap that up and enjoy the serenity while there's hardly anyone about. This is the end of the Walpa Gorge walk. End of the line. We make our long descent to the car park now, and that's this part of the Red Centre done for us for the moment.
For this trip.
For this trip, and it won't be the last time, I'm sure about that. The only wildlife that we've seen.
No, there's a few ants.
Well, Aidan. This is the only wildlife that we've seen, folks. And check out the colours of this little dude. Camouflage, camouflage, camouflage. All about the camouflage. Thanks so much for watching. We do really appreciate it.
And we need to give a big shout out to Gay from what's it, Gay's Journal?
Yes, Gay's Journal, formerly Nana on the Road. Sorry.
Our super thanks.
Oh yes, thank you, Gay. Thank you so much for the super thanks that you sent our way. We really appreciate that. And as you know, I've appreciated your support on the road for many years now and have loved spending time with you. So thank you. We can't wait to see you again. Mwah. Can we?
Yeah.
Just to wrap this up, I just said to Aidan, do you ever notice when couples are coming towards you, often a lot of the couples, and we probably look like this, one half of the couple springing along like, let's do this walk, this is great, can't wait, let's go. The other half looks like they want to kill the other half and anyone that comes within 10 steps of them. Have you ever noticed that? It's an observation I've made today. What was the other observation, Aidan? There was one other I made. Oh, the other observation I made this morning when I went to the loo at the caravan park, there was, let's say, I don't know, 10 cubicles free. So I went into the toilet, then I heard someone else come in, and there's 9 other cubicles free, and they go in the cubicle next to me, right next to me, with their feet poking out under my cubicle. Are they the same people that park their van under your awning when you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's nowhere else to park? I reckon. That's a wrap for us, folks, on our Yulara Caravan Park stay. It's always a bit weird for us being in a caravan park. Always our least preferred option for being out on the road. But as far as caravan parks go, it's actually got quite a good setup. And really, it'd be hard to not enjoy it when you can just walk up the ramp and look at the rock and look at Katajuta and all of those amazing places. We're back at the Mount Connor lookout today on the opposite side of the road to show Aisling because it's a beautiful day, and when we were here the other day it was raining, so pretty excited to come, and I'll come and I'll show you why.